Alright, we should be going. So, alright, what we're going to do is we're going to look at some satanic gematria, and it might be kind of loud, but I can't help that. If I could buy, I don't even know what microphone to get. This is one of them badass droids. It's a badass droid. But what we're doing is we're looking at, this is satanic gematria. Alright? So, before we get started on it, don't look at any numbers. Right in the middle, A is going to be 36, Z is 61, and I'm going to show you why. And then each letter is going to be one of those numerical values. Alright? And what we have down here is AI, blood, Saturn, and science. All three of those are 303. When you add them up, numerical values. 303 written out is 666. Alright, now what we have to do is this. Let me go over here. I'm going to show you why. Alright, look. The reason it starts on number 36 is because of this. Look. 666 is the 36th triangular number. So, satanic gematria is going to start on 36 because of 666. And then Z is 61. Look, 61 is the 18th prime. 6 plus 6 plus 6 is 18. Okay? So, now that you've got that in mind, this is what has enslaved us. But we're going to go over here and we'll do the 888s. We're going to go down through here. Well, before we even go any further, there you go. So in gematria, Greek, Jesus is 888. So it should make sense. So what we have is Phoenician Hollywood, Ahrimanic Goy culture, dark arts programming, dark arts connections, 777 ABC, ABC 123 black magic reset, Beast 666, 2026 Trump, that's what we've predicted, generational slavery, ABC 123 dark art schools, Illuminati Pia matter, which is going to have to do with your brain coming through the AI and the news and the pills and all that, Satan's skull and bones, dark art CDC guidelines, created Goy communism, black magic goats spell, Democratic Fair Share Act that's coming, created AI Goy prisons, UN satanic principles, Jesuits, you see it, 127 portals. See, and that's where it gets into my dates, but it's theirs and mine. And then you've got Saturnus, Spanish, odd black magic sorcery, because odd numbers have to do with black magic. And here's where it gets funky. Alright, you see Aleph Bet, Soroth, Spirit. Alright, Aleph Bet this is what we've tried to tell you. Listen, letters are not letters. Those are symbols. They're seals. Those are spirits. That's what they are. So if we go over here and go to the Hebrew alphabet, and let's just go to images. Let's see what they have in here. I don't get on here that much. I'm trying to. And they'll say this is where, man, let's see if that one's better. There you go. Aleph Bet. That has to do with the alphabet, but if you don't go through the whole structure of the alphabet, then it's black magic. We don't have time to get into it. The only first part that we know is the A, B, C. And 1, 2, 3, that's why Dolly Parton's got the Imagination Library right now. It's because it's fucking black magic. See, if you don't go to D, to Dalet, whatever you pronounce it, because then this gets into the dimensions. All those letters right there have to do with numbers, and they have to do with spirit and the Elohim, and they have to do with line, circle, point, what you would, your basic shit, and I guess Freemasonry when they're teaching you how to square, circle, and all this other shit. But the whole point is we don't have it. We don't have the rest of it. Okay? And let's go right over here. All right. This right here is the endecagram. It's 11-sided. Right there on the right. Okay? That right there is going to represent the number 11 in 9/11. All right? The Enneagram, that's going to represent the 9. When it comes to these seals, that's a signature, that's a signet right there. The enangle as a whole is referred to the 9th Sephiroth, yes side. Over here you've got the endecagram as a general rule is referred to the Qliphoth. The one reflected from every fourth point represents their restriction, and therefore it is not altogether the word restriction. See, when they set everything up, Colosseums and everything are like this, so these Goy, they're restricted. They're confined within their own Ahrimanic nature. Okay, but the word Qliphoth right there. Look, you're going to have to follow along. This is going to be a really... There it is. In Jewish mysticism, the Qliphoth are forces that represent evil or impure spiritual forces. May the force be with you. So we have a definition of right there, and then there's the Cabal, whatever it's saying. Let's go back over here. All right, and then up there at the top it says naturally represents the evil and imperfect nature of the endecade, and the endecagon represents the dispersal of the 11 curses of Mount Ebal through the universe. Deuteronomy 27. That's what I'm saying. Look, man, everybody's got scripture except Christians. And I just want to show you this. This is all out of the Golden Dawn, the Eliphas Levi. But if you've got tarot cards, we don't have the original. They've been shaved down just like everything, but there's going to have a symbol. See what I mean? Letter right there, and then the symbol. And then that symbol goes to up there. It all comes from up there. So it's a good thing to, you need to learn this. And then I just wanted to come over here to this pentagram before we even finished about 9 and 11. Okay, it says the pentagram is a powerful symbol representing the operation of eternal spirit and the 4 elements under the divine presidency of the letters of the name Yahshua. The elements themselves and the symbol of the cross are governed by Yahevi, but the letters, Shin representing the Ruach Elohim, the divine spirit being added thereto, the name Yahshua, Yahavashah, the letter when the letter Shin is placed between the earth and the other 3 letters of the tetragrammaton. From each re-entering angle of the pentagram, therefore, issueth a ray, representing a radiation from the divine, and it's true. Therefore, it is called the flaming pentagram of the Magi, too, or star of the great light, the affirmation of the forces of the divine light to be found therein. They have truth in these books, and it says, traced as a symbol of good, it should be placed with the single point upward, representing the rule of divine spirit. For if thou shouldest write it with the 2 points upward, it is an evil symbol, affirming the empire of matter over the divine spirit, which should govern it. See that thou doest it not. So you have Golden Dawn telling you not to do it. Man, the wind is getting crazy. So what we're going to do is this. I'm going to just show you. Where's a box? Right there it is. That's the pentagram with the point down, and it's actually bent. So if it's bent, that means it's binding. You understand? They're binding that Ahrimanic child's emotions and everything around it. So now we've got an idea of 9 and 11. Listen, I can go in any direction with these. Nobody on the internet's talking about this. Not this. So now we have 9/11 in Satanic Gematria. Warp bending realities. Programmed satanic hatred. Encoded Goyim demonism. Ninth number sacrifice. ABC 123 Ahrimanic Disney, which is black and magic. Has to do with all them symbols. Saturn box cube ritual. Saturn soulless blood humans. Satanic phrase 322. Ahrimanic Jimmy Carter. This is real. Pledge of Allegiance hex. Something's just going through my head. Democracy retaliation. Ahrimanic hidden beings. Satanic constitution. Satanic alien invasion. James spirit of motion. My name's James, but if you'll pay attention in a lot of their movies, is James and Michael. And I'll show you why. Real quick, look, the reason they have James is because of this. 223. Bam. 322. Oh, and just real quick to show you. See, blood is 223. So let's get back over here. And then the sensorium organ, which is your imagination. Sensorium Goyim brain. Unseen prime minister. Well, we've told you about the word prime minister comes from sinister, which comes from it's not good now. Phoenician Goyim blood. And then Saturnalian 888 demonism. Okay. And let's just go over the 666. Some of them. Now we can add so much more. I'm just giving you. Because all these terms have been cast with black magic and sorcery for you to ingrain and to absorb this, even sayings. So what we're going to do is all right, Ahriman sciences. 9, and then the number 11, fast food demons. 666. 223, goy ritual. Kabbalah, sorcery, but that's not how you pronounce it. Some of y'all say that's not it. Yes, it is. That's the real spelling. Bleeding head baby. That's a ritual that's in Blavatsky's book of The Secret Doctrine, whatever, the 2 books. This is crazy ritual. Ahrimanic prince, Goyim slave veil. The term, it changed my life. You've heard it on TV. It changed my life. That's 666. So every time you say it, you ingrain it. Enclosed sorcery, dark art sorcery, creating Ahriman. Go shut your yap was a term that they gave them in the early 1900s. Tell me what it is. That's a demon. Yeah, and then the term, the Saturn's black. It's blue, black, blue on black, Kenny Wayne Shepherd. So aggressive, that term has to do with Saturn. It's 666. It's what it is. Golden Globes act. It's just an act. They're just up there acting, but they're casting spells. And then if you get into the word bar and rabbi, bar with the lawyers and shit, that's a big word. BARRAB. Goy chemicals. That's in all your foods, pills, and everything. Don't tell anyone. Don't you tell anyone. That's Ahriman. Don't just keep it with you and go to the other side. Under sage seance, which would be a sage, not like what you're thinking. Homeless 888 beings. Saturnic spleen. You know why? Because Saturn controls the spleen. The light, the orb that you know of. Hidden Morse code, 666. 322 current, 666. So, so let's go right back over here. You see that. AI, blood, Saturn, science. They always say, science did that. Science did that. You know what? I don't think I've ever keyed that in. Let's go over here and see what it is. You hear my ducks. 614. Let's go over here and see. 381. There it is in Latin. You got to go back to the other video. I told you it's Satanic, Latin, and Sumerian. That's the big boys. Latin's the big boy. But my sobriety date from my birth until my sobriety date, or until I sobered up, was 38 years, 10 days. So 381, it's right there. You see, it's just, you've got your numbers too. But let's add Satanic to it, because there it is. This is reduction. Some of y'all don't get into this. You got to know, clear all. Let's go to reduction. All right. That ain't right. I didn't even put it in there right. Now there it is. What's 83? So that's even worse, because that's that cover of Murder by Numbers. We already went over that. So it's right there. And then, of course, in Latin, it's 625. Look, and that's the square of 25. Square. Town square. Times Square. That's all Saturn. Every fucking bit of it. All right, let's get back over here. We'll go through these. There's that. There's that. Now, I was just wanting to show you some of this that some of y'all don't know about. Like the invoking and banishing of pentagrams, hexagrams and stuff. Because there's certain ways that they have TikTok challenges and stuff. They're doing all this stuff, and children are doing it through cartoons. They're doing this shit. They're invoking and banishing and invoking and don't even know it. Oh, it's fucking beautiful what they're doing. And then here's the square. The magic square of Saturn, the seal of Saturn, seal of Jupiter. And truthfully, these stages that we're talking about, look, if you want me to get deeper with you, if you take this symbol right here, that circle right there, that's on the front of all the churches and schools and everything. And that's the whole thing is the forces that you take with you that you don't know about, those symbols are going to be your demise over there. Since your subconscious has seen them over and over, you going into those structures, you're going to miss that evolution, and you're going to be in a hermit shell-like state. With everything you've ever inputted into you from black magic sorcery is going to surround you for a very fucking long time. Trust me. Oh my God. Somebody just sent me a message. I don't know if it'll show it on there, but a pastor that we've already had our eyes on a long time ago. He's caught up in some ritual shit in Chattanooga, so he'd step down, of course. But anyways, that's tic-tac-toe. Tic-tac-toe is nothing but Saturn. Rubik's Cube, all of it. Anything that you play with is what it is. Here's Venus and Mercury. The 80s and 70s board games, they're all magic squares. That's what it is. And there's Mars and the Sun. And then right down there, Soroth. See? It's just numbers, though. See, you got to understand, when the water split and we were being conjured in the elements and everything, to create the elements, it took a long time. In the process of creating the elements, fire, air, water, earth. Once we get to like the stage we're at in our physical form, what you're given, it was created in 7 days, was a reawakening of what that God singular into Elohim 7, created the elements, back to God singular, back to the Elohim reawakening of Genesis. And then the whole time, the beings that know this, which this is garbage, but this is all we've got. So these beings that have been left behind as we've evolved are here in physical form now. That's what y'all don't have. You don't have real, true evolution. You can't. AI won't allow you. Even to those of y'all that have knowledge, you still have this impulse in you. I don't have this in me. My spirit always was against this. This is, I'll never get on here like this, ever. I don't scroll and screen time and all that. My eyes are out there and up there. So, because a long time ago, when you're looking at animals, they're nervous of us because we're bringing absorbed materialism all over us. We have all these colors that are man-made. So these are vibrations, and that's what, makes animals nervous in a sense. And I could go on and on and on about that, but you don't understand what I'm saying when I'm channeling those orbs. Like I can, certain times of the day, you can get water up under a shade, and when the sun's at a certain point, you can see the shadow on the wall, and you'll see the water sitting there moving around on the wall. You can look at it and then zoom into Venus, and it's the same shit. Because it's water. It's plasmic. It is all fucking a battery. And that shit that's sitting there shining, water is a spirit of its own. And that's the thing is these people that are in black magic, man, listen, they ain't never had water, taught of water, nothing. They've been taught you go buy water, and that's fucking so Arimonic, it's not even funny. But I just wanted to share some of this because this is not just fucking heavy. It's beyond heavy. There ain't nobody on the internet. This is, and we have shit tons more. So me bringing this to the surface and showing you this now, you'll have more power over your surroundings. And they can't handle this shit right here. They know the goy that they've created can't understand it, so most of them will run from it. Even though every one of these have had their fucking magicians surrounded in all these phrases and terms and cast spells on them. Cast. In the movies, they have the cast because they're casting Phoenician Hollywood as black fucking magic. I love you.